Hello, welcome to this House of Walls. My name is Ashley, and on this channel I love to share all things homeschooling and book related. Today is going to be all a day in our life. It is a Monday morning and we have some schoolwork to get to. I have some reading to do today. We also, this afternoon, have an activity to go do with some friends, so I won't be showing that, but come along for the rest of the day. Alright, so first, to just start with a little bit of a book update, because I will be reading, hopefully, some throughout the day. I am going to be starting The Book of Magic by Alice Hoffman. I have been doing a buddy read over on Instagram all month long, and we are finally getting to the final book, and I'm really excited. I finished up Practical Magic yesterday. I'll have more about it in my wrap-up, but I will say it was my least favorite of all of the books so far. So I'm really hoping that this one ties together all of it. So I did tab all of them, and so this one is going to be an audio, and so I just have to read each tab each day. My other book is my physical book, and that is Starling House by Alex E. Harrow. I haven't been making this one a priority, and that's okay, because honestly, like, I'm 100 pages in, and it's kind of a slow start. And it's only a 300-page book. So I'm hoping things start to pick up. You can kind of see, like, where things might be heading. It's just taking a while to get there. So to prioritize reading a little bit of a physical book in between doing the audiobook, I did put some tabs in here too. It's only like 50 pages each tab, so I'm hoping to make some progress in this today and continue on. On that note, I am going to get a sip of coffee. I have done my little bit of quiet time here, so now it's time to start kind of prepping myself for today. Luckily, yesterday evening, I went into the schoolroom and got all of our weekly plans kind of laid out. So I'm going to go get the books that my third grader and I are going to start with. This is going to look very different than previous day in the lives. My seventh grader is pretty much independent work only. If you saw my kind of like September wrap-up video, you know he has moved to fully independent because that's just what works best for him. And so now it's just my third grader and I. He does have some independent work, but he's still pretty much with me working on stuff. This morning we are going to set up. We're going to get some reading done and history, and then get into our other subjects. All right, so to start it off, we are reading through the Flower Study book from The Good and the Beautiful. This is from their botany unit. We aren't really using the botany unit anymore. My third grader has decided he would like something a little bit more, and so he's doing an out-school science class. But we've had a lot of fun going through this book. We do about 4 flowers a day, and so we should be finishing this up pretty soon. And then he is currently reading The Secret Explorers and the Comet Collision. These books are really cute. He's really enjoying them. This is the second in the series and deals all about space, which is right up his alley. And then for history, it is a Hygge week in our History Quest curriculum. So if you aren't sure what Hygge is, it is a Scandinavian word that basically means cuddle up and read. So that's what we're going to do. I have this African American poetry book that we're going to go through. We've also been reading Who Was Frederick Douglass, so maybe we'll finish that today. And then I do have Who Was Harriet Tubman that we are going to read next. And then the assigned book for Hygge Week is The People Could Fly, American Black Folk Tales. So we are just going to pick some of these and go through it and kind of cuddle up and read. So that is what we are going to be starting with before we get into more bookwork, and I'm excited. I also wanted to share, I have this free candy corn, I don't know, little activity, and so today we're going to start with it and we're going to read about the history of candy corn, and then there's a little question comprehension to go with it. So we're going to start that. All right, so we are now in the schoolroom. My 7th grader is awake and starting his work now. So I am going to continue on with my 3rd grader. So he is going to start with the Good and the Beautiful. We have our booster card, learning the sound of PH. And then we are using lesson 34 today. Looks like he has a video or letter tiles activity, reading some poetry, and then doing a watercolor painting. So that looks like that will be fun. All right, so we're gonna keep on chugging along. We just finished The Good and the Beautiful. Our artwork is over there drying, and then we have a little bit more to add to it. We have moved on to writing and rhetoric. We are in book 1, which is Fable. We are really enjoying this curriculum. So today, my 3rd grader is doing the copywork and then dictation. We usually do just the top one, but we'll see. We might do the bottom one today. I'm not quite sure. And then my other kid is over there watching a science experiment with chicken liver and potatoes, which does not sound appetizing in the least.
Oh, trust me, it's delicious.
So that is what we are working on. We are done with writing. I am so proud of my 3rd grader. He worked really, really hard doing the copywork, and then we did the dictation. And so we just kind of break it down and do it kind of either sentence by sentence or like a grouping of a sentence. And he did amazing. So I'm so proud of him for that. So now he's going to go and do a little bit of independent work. So he's doing this Evan Moore Building Spelling Skills grade 3. So he is on week 10. So first, before he goes off, we're going to go through this week's focus and go through the words. And then he's going to go copy and spell and cover and spell. And then he is going to do a handwriting page from Handwriting Without Tears. And this is what he's doing. I really like that the beginning cursive book, it starts with a nice little manuscript review. So that is what we are working on right now. My 7th grader is just about to start this sentence diagramming book by the Critical Thinking Company. So we are just starting this today. He has done sentence diagramming before, but it's been a little bit. So I did get the beginning page. I kind of think he's going to go through this pretty quickly, and then we can move on. And so for today, he's just going to do 2 pages of lesson 1. And then kind of go on and do some other book work. He's taking a break from science. It's a really long lesson for today. So he's going to get back to that later this afternoon and get some more kind of language arts stuff done. I am here with my 7th grader. We are kind of doing a working lunch, going through some Fix-It grammar. And our sweet little cat, Millie, has decided to join us. She's mad. She keeps trying to steal Caleb's seat when he gets up, and so she gets booted off, and this seat over here doesn't have a cushion because my 3rd grader prefers not to, so she's mad that she has to sit on a hard chair. But yeah, we are making amazing progress this morning. My 3rd grader has done everything but math, and we will do that later. 7th grader finished up the sentence diagramming. He did some writing, and we're finishing up Fix-It grammar. Hello. All right, so a little bit of an update. We had lunch and went to see some friends, and that was a lot of fun. And my oldest decided to stay home, and he actually finished up math and the rest of his out-school science class. So that's really nice. So he's totally done. We're going to have a little bit of a break, and then my third grader just has to do his math lesson. And then we are all done. So it kind of works out really nice that we can kind of go at our own pace, and that's okay. It might kind of feel like it's taking all day long, but it's not. We have a lot of breaks. You know, my 7th grader slept in until he woke up on his own this morning, and then got to some schoolwork and had some break over lunchtime and finished up. On that note, I just earlier during kind of lunchtime filmed a November TBR video that I think will be out before this video goes out. So go check that out if you're interested. And so I'm going to go edit that and then do math. So I think I'm going to close it out here. Thanks for coming along for our day in the life. Every day is different for sure. This just happened to be a little bit more, we were at home, but we still had some fun stuff to do. If you like these types of videos or any other videos similar to this that I put on this channel, make sure to subscribe and like below, and I will be back for more soon.